Welcome to KassDays, part 2 of a 3-part mini-series. It's the Canadian Knightfall Championships. Enjoy! The weapons used in these battles are replicas of what medieval knights might have used. Look at these two guys getting on with it. There were several different types of knights, and I will explain a little bit more in details in a few short words. The largest group of knights were permanently assigned, or I guess served, a specific lord or kingdom. There were also so-called mercenary knights, and they fought for whomever was paying them, or paying them the most, I suspect. There were also knights that belonged to a specific order, and the name you may heard of before are the Templar Knights. In the meantime, we got another team in the ring, getting on with it. They are using some kind of a curved blade. Speaking of blades, a knight also had different types of weapons. I guess a sword also represented a little bit of the status of a knight, as it could have been decorated or enlaced with some gold or anything. And really it was probably his most important weapon, and required some training to handle that properly. All these weapons, including the sword, were made by trained professional craftsmen, and the great sword had a very heavy blade and was approximately a meter long. I believe that's roughly 3 feet. For the ones that are not familiar with the metric system. Well, I hope this little bit of extra information I'm able to provide you a little bit of glimpses of history. You enjoy this. Speaking still of swords, they took great care of it to keep it rust-free and of course sharp as well, as it was really the main weapon. And as I mentioned before, a sword of a size of a meter long, normally required 2 hands to operate properly, similar to the battle axes you see these two knights currently using in the ring here. A lot of these knights, they were in the cavalry, arriving on horseback on the battlefields with their lances, and the sword was then of course their other main weaponry as well. And depending where and how, a lot of them carried a small dagger that was kind of identical to the actual main sword, just as a last resort. A little bit of backup of defense should they lose their main weapon. Make sure you check out our part 1 of 3 as well, and then later on 3 of 3. And to help you not miss anything, perhaps give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and you can follow us if you make a comment. Appreciate it as well, and you may have more information or detailed information. If so, please feel free by all means to do so. These two fighting here, you see one of them drop his sword. I can only imagine in a real life medieval battle this was probably a little bit problematic. You probably gotten yourself into a situation that might be a little difficult to get out of again. We touched on briefly on the different weapons some of these knights used. They could be swords, maces, axes, lances, and others as well. I guess a good Hollywood scene is always where they have the morning star that's kind of roughly describing it, a stick with a chain and a spiked ball on it, but indeed that wasn't really that widely used based on historical records. As this medieval fighting and battles, this is an actual sport and considered a sport these days. And just like with anything you participate in, fitness and technical application, including ongoing training, is required if you want to be successful in this. What do you think of this sport? You think that's something you could get into? As you can see with these two here, the different fighting techniques. They are slightly different in size as well. Someone who lost their footing. Again, in a real medieval event way back, that was like probably problematic. I think the same would go if you would fall off your horse, because let's not forget these armored suits they wear. They are fairly heavy. I think they're about 80 to 100 pounds. Well, the one-on-one combats, I think they came to a conclusion, so we are moving on to the team battles. And there's a different team on either side of the ring here. In part 1 of 3, this here is part 2 of 3, we showed some of the team flags, and here you can see the fellow on the railing with the pole and the flags. They proudly display in taking their flags into the competition here. Based on my understanding, whenever you lose your footing or you end up in the battle going to the ground, that means you're out of the battle and kind of stay down till it's done. There's a break, but you are no longer able to participate. So it's up to your teammates to carry on. There are all kinds of rules which I'm quite frankly also not familiar with. So it's just some observations and you know, some things you learn as you watch this. When they enter the ring, single or even team combats here, as you can see here, the referees, they double check real quick for safety to make sure the helmets are on good. I guess they're all covered on their necks, their armor appears in good place. It's just I guess a last minute quick check over to make sure and help prevent injuries. Perhaps these two have a last-minute battle tactic discussion here. With the armor they wear, not only is heavy, so it requires extra conditioning. It's like carrying around an extra 80 pounds and then going to battle with this. But also with the protection and the helmet, it limits their vision as well. So if another knight approaches you from the side or behind and takes a run at you, you may never even see him coming because, as we all know, we don't have eyes in the back, but with this armor and these helmets, even your side vision, I think, is greatly limited. Well, it looks like we got a winner here. The next team is getting ready. Here again, as they start walking in, you see the front man, the front knight, taking the team's flag. Well, as they get in here and get ready on their respective side of the ring, there's another referee again with this team as well, double checking, making sure nothing was overlooked. Helmets are on solid, shields are good, hands are covered, and everything looks as need be to help protect them. Who do you think will be the winner of this matchup? Red or the white and silver ones? When I say red of the red team, if you look closely, it's actually an upside down Canadian maple leaf. So you see it on the back of the one knight there right in the corner. Well, looks like it's coming to an end here. And I think the winner is, by the looks of it, again I referred to the red Canadian maple leaf, that prevailed. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching from KassDays. Please check back soon with us for part 3 of this mini-series with the final group combats and the famous frying pan and lawn chair battle. Take care.